2010 Cadillac SRX. We have a code P0017, crankshaft position exhaust, camshaft position not plausible, bank 1. Now the codes were cleared, and but it will eventually come back again. So in order to figure, now these engines are notorious for a problem with the timing chain, but we need to verify, do we indeed have a problem with the timing. Now the way we can do that is simply by, of course, using a lab scope. Instead of disassembling the engine and spending time, getting into the timing chain to line up our marks and make sure the timing is okay, we can get a reading from each of the camshaft position sensor. Now this car has 4 of them, one for each cam, one for exhaust, one for the intake cam. But in order to use that test, you got to have a known good waveform to be able to compare. Now I don't have that, but the other way we can do it, we can actually use a pressure transducers. Now this can be done on a V6 or V8 or V10 engines, because we can compare our insular pressure transducer signal from one bank to another, because by the code bank 1 is having a problem, but the bank 2 is okay. So this is the bank 1, 2, 4 and 6 cylinder, and 1, 3 and 5 the bank 1 is on next to the firewall. Now what I have here, I have my 2 pressure transducers installed, my Pico. I put it in the middle cylinder, number number 4, and I get my fluke into number 3. So it doesn't really matter as long as you gotta want to get the reading from each head. And now so here's the setup. My Pico is on the red channel, and so the bank 2 is going to be on the red channel, and bank 1 is going to be on the blue channel. So channel 1, channel 2, and so I already actually got my waveforms, and let's go ahead and review. Okay, let's go ahead and analyze the waveform. Let's go back a little bit, and this is when I crank the engine over and I start it. So you want to wait a little bit just to stabilize your RPM, and let's go to a here, and then we could go one more, and this is a good one. You can see it's nice and stable, and we can now zoom in. I like to do horizontal zoom, and we can see that we have both waveforms. So as I said, the red trace is bank 2, and blue trace is bank 1, the one that we have the problem that we got a code on. And now we can and this should be enough. Let's see. Okay, well, this is nice. So the first thing we're going to do, so the nice thing about doing the waveforms like this is that both of yours peaks, it's going to have the same RPM. And let's check the compression first. On bank 2, compression is 99 psi, and one that we have a problem on, it's 98.2, 99. It's pretty much the same, so no difference in a compression between 2 cylinders. So 98, 98. Okay. So now we want to measure our time when this is when the this is a peak compression. This is a compression stroke. This is expansion stroke. When the piston goes down, this is when exhaust valves are opening, and then this is where intake valves are opening, and then the intake valve will close, and then we go to a compression stroke again. Now the waveform on the blue trace is a little bit, that's a fluke, and it has a decent waveform, but it seems like the Pico is a little bit better. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do now, we're going to get our cursors. Where are they? Here they are. Okay. Just going back here. we're going to use these two. And so we're going to apply one cursor here, and this is the beauty of the picoscope, and this can be done on non-automotive picoscope as well. You can put these cursors and mark 720 degrees of crankshaft rotation, and then we're going to add 4 more cursors for 4-stroke engine. So go down to rulers, add 4 more, 3 more actually, so but you're going to divide it basically in 4 segments. And so now we can see this is a bottom dead center after a expansion stroke, and then a top dead center, bottom dead center again, and a top dead center. So now we want to pay attention to this part of the waveform. This is where we're going to measure the angle, the degrees when the exhaust valves are opening, and simply by applying an additional cursors, these two, I'm going to line up one here, and then lined up another here. Now you want to place your second cursor roughly where the waveform is rising, basically when exhaust valves are opening. So let's just zoom into this part of the waveform. We can line up our cursor a little bit better, and so this is where you can, something around here we can see the rise on the waveform, which indicates that the exhaust valves are opening, and we can measure, and it's at 44 degrees before bottom dead center. Okay, so now something else we can do, I can actually lock all these, both of these waveform, both of the cursors, and so I can just simply move my cursors to my second waveform, and it's going to perfectly lined up because it's the same RPM. This is, as I said, this is the beauty of having 2 pressure transducers at the same time, and right away we can actually see that our timing is off. We see 180 degrees, and it is not in the same position where it was on the bank 2, and so let's line this one up and move this cursor. Let's see, I want to unlock it. All right. So let's go ahead and zoom this one. It's a little bit too much, but I just want to get my cursor back here, and so this is where still a flat line, and this is where exhaust valves are opening when my waveform is rising. So that's, and we can see it's at 22 degrees, and I did not, but you can, this is where the money is, right there. So we can see that on bank 1, exhaust valves are opening at 22 degrees before top dead center, which is, this cam shaft is retarded. And we had I forgot what was the on the other cam, around 40 something, so around 20, a little bit over 20 degrees. I should write it down, I didn't do it, but let's let's write it down. So got 22 degrees on this one, on bank 1, and let's just go back and move these cursors back to this waveform. I mean, you can see right in here where the problem is, and move the cursors back. So roughly around here, and it's like 46 degrees. So we got around 24 degrees difference between two banks, and that's a problem. Now let's just go ahead, and I'm gonna leave this cursor here, and then let's go here, and then move this one here, okay, and then move this all the way out, and that's what we see here. This is 180 degrees on bank 2, and this is 180 degrees on bank 1, no question about it. This engine is out of time, needs to be corrected. That's what most of the time when you have this code, this is what the problem is, but it's nice to to be 100% sure that's what the problem is without disassembling the engine. And again, this can be done by looking at the camshaft sensor and crankshaft sensor signals. However, I don't have known good waveform, but on the V6 engines, if we know that one bank is correct on timing, we simply compare waveform from one bank to another. If there any discrepancy, that's it. We need to do a timing chain on this engine. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.